Yo, Culture Discourse Podcast, what is up?
What's up, guys?
It's your boy Ben on this side of things.
What's up? It's Lindell Chase. Man, we're back.
Yep.
Thanksgiving episode.
Yeah. Don't know when this is going to drop, so you might have ate your turkey already.
Yeah.
Oh, well. It's a pre-post Thanksgiving podcast.
Yeah. I like that. Pre-post.
Whichever time you listen to it, enjoy it both times. Tell your friends about it. Tell your moms about it. Where does Thanksgiving rank among holidays for you?
It's tough because I think Thanksgiving is known for food.
Yeah.
And the way my family does holidays, like we have just as much food like at a Christmas than we do, at a Thanksgiving. It really depends on, if people are able to get together, but I mean, top three.
Yeah.
Top three.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like Thanksgiving always sneaks up on me.
Yeah.
And like, especially this year, because it's like,
oh my gosh. Yeah.
Not this early.
Right. We usually have literally a few more days.
Yeah.
It's the 22nd this year is wild.
Yeah. So it came a lot quicker, and like I'm still not sure what I'm gonna do tomorrow because I have 3 different options, but I'm also like house sitting / pet sitting for someone.
Oh, okay.
And like
All
my
right.
family's gonna be in like Burlington, which is like an hour away, and I'm
Right.
not trying to drive there and then be back. And I'm also going to go see Hamilton tomorrow night.
Yo, that's dope.
But so I'm just like, I don't know. I'm gonna figure like I'm the worst with this with like especially holidays, like, hey, you're invited to come over and stuff, and I'm like, all right. And then last minute I'll make my choice, or I won't make my choice, and then I just end up staying at the house. But
Right.
I gotta figure out what I want to do. But yeah, I don't know. I guess Thanksgiving is up there, top 3, whatever. But like, it's cool and all. But I think for me, and it's probably terrible, my favorite part of Thanksgiving is Black Friday. And that's just like when I rack up on stuff.
Yeah.
So like I look forward to that part. Last year, I got a $5 electric can opener. One of the best purchases ever.
Oh, heck yeah.
Still going strong.
Uh-huh.
So looking forward to what I could find this year. About to spend an unnecessary amount of money.
What's funny is I think for like a minute I was that person that was like mourning the loss of Thanksgiving in favor of Black Friday. But then I realized, oh yeah, I'm supposed to be thankful all the time. So I didn't really have to be mad about Black Friday. And then Black Friday and Cyber Monday, I look forward to those every year.
It's on. I'm shopping right now.
Bro. Every year.
I got some places
without
that are doing early.
fail, boy.
Yeah.
And it's great too because they'll start showing you Black Friday deals 2 weeks in advance.
November hits. Boom. Black Friday.
There it is. Y'all want to know what's on sale?
Oh, word.
Here
Let
it comes.
me at least let the leaves turn for a second before
Amazon changed the game, bro. Amazon had a week of savings prior to.
No, Amazon, bro. You need to watch Hassan Minaj. He has a new. It's almost like a late night, like it's like the Trevor Noah late night show. Yeah. All those guys. What's the other British guy? HBO.
Why am
John
I
Oliver.
Yeah,
John Oliver. Yeah, so it's almost that type of format where they take like one topic and talk about it for like 20, 30 minutes or whatever. But it's really good, and I think his first or second episode, he did it. He's done one on Amazon, and then his most recent one is on Supreme, the brand. And that one's real fascinating. Like, that one is really interesting because just how the method of what Supreme is and like what they do now, and just how like the future of Supreme looks pretty bad because they recently got bought out and stuff like that. But it's real fascinating.
Yeah.
And when you think about it, like, because I mean, I remember back in 2009, 2010, Supreme was just a skateboard brand.
Yep.
You can go to like PAX on Zoomies or something. You can buy a Supreme hat
Yep.
and stuff like that. And then it just blew up out of
Not
nowhere.
anymore. High fashion.
Like, and most of it was just with the hip hop culture.
Yeah.
Guys like Tyler the Creator,
mm-hmm.
ASAP Rocky started rocking it, and then
Biebs.
I just
Biebs was
feel
on Obey. He was
yeah.
on a lot of Obey stuff.
it might have been me missing it, but I feel like it just shot. The value of it shot out of nowhere to where it
Mhm.
became on the level of Louis Vuitton, Gucci, those main brands.
Yep.
And their format, he talks about the format of how like they do such a limited release, and so when you have less like supply, limited supply, like more money comes for it, and so and most of the money comes from resale with stuff like Supreme and stuff like that. And I've low key been like interested in that because it's just such an easy. It's like, look, I could buy this thing for $300,
Mm-hmm.
resell it, get at least.
Get like 5, 6.
Yeah, 500-600. Get a nice
Yeah.
little, like, couple hundred, and that's what a lot of people do. And if like
Mhm.
it's so smart, and it's a crazy concept. But like when you break down of it, it's so simple. What Supreme is, it's just this red box with the word Supreme in it. You slap that on anything, people
Yeah.
go crazy over it, which is so wild. But I mean, that's our culture, and kind of what he was saying is like Supreme is the thing now, and like there's gonna be the next thing that comes along that like it's gonna be the same thing, and people are gonna go crazy over. So, but no, his show's real interesting, and he goes in on Amazon also, and just how like Amazon's taking everything over, and it's
kind of scary.
It's scary because it's getting to the monopoly like
Yes.
point of it, where like everything's gonna soon be running through Amazon, and like that's bad because they're gonna be controlling price on everything. They're putting a lot of businesses out of business. Guess that's what I'm trying to say there.
Yeah.
And then but the other issue is like they have all this money, or what's the CEO's name? Jeff Bezos. Bezos got all these billies, richest man, and yet they pay their employees terribly, and so it's just so many problems with that. But stay woke. I buy about maybe 2 things a year from Amazon. I'm not huge on Amazon. I order stuff more on eBay than I do Amazon.
Yeah.
But especially like recently hearing more about it, I'm like, yeah, nah.
Well, this past year, I want to say it's probably even been more than a year, because eBay used to be primarily resale.
Yeah.
For the longest time. And I've watched over the past few years where eBay has essentially become kind of Amazon-ish, in the sense that you can get something new from eBay, or you can get something like used, and there's like the bidding elements still there.
The bidding element's wild. Yeah.
But yeah, like eBay over the past couple of years has been one of those things that I've probably used more in the past 2 years than I ever did my entire life.
Yeah.
But yeah, Amazon's got New York paying, what was it, 1.5 billion
Yeah.
for them to come to New York.
To come to New York.
Like, Amazon is finessing people hard.
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing.
That is insane.
And so in that episode that Hassan Minhaj talks about, he's like, yeah, Amazon's got him. It might have been actually I heard this on Trevor Noah's. He was talking about it, but he was like, yeah, New York paid 1.5 billion for them to come there, but then like everyone's like, oh, it's gonna be jobs. They're creating jobs, blah blah. It's like, nah, they're bringing workers with them. Like,
right.
They're bringing their own peeps with them. They're not.
They're not
like,
generating a ton.
Yeah, they're gonna have a couple jobs here and there, but most of it's like, all right, you're getting transferred to New York and stuff like that. So it's just like, it's not exactly what you want. And like Apple was supposed to come here supposedly, and
oh boy,
and also I think Amazon was looking at this area also, or they still. I've heard stuff about Amazon in Fayetteville, I think.
So low scale stuff. There's already a couple of distribution. Whereas they have one in Durham.
Yeah, because I remember a couple months ago I ordered a Wi-Fi extender from Amazon.
Showed up. that day, didn't it?
The
They
next
droned
day,
it in.
the next day. But the thing that threw me off was I was going home and like I was pulling up to my parking spot and there's a car in front of me and she pulled up into my parking spot and I was like, "Yo, what the frick?" And so I was ready to pop off on this person. I was like,
No,
"Hey, B,
excuse me.
like what you doing? This is my spot." And so I kind of the car pulled in and so I kind of pulled into the little corner and I watched the person get out the car, walk up to the like steps of my door and like kind of just left the package.
Right.
And I was observing the whole time, waited for them to leave, got out the car, and I went to the house, picked up the box, and it was my Amazon thing that I had ordered yesterday. And I was just
Right.
like,
Yeah. Oh,
the
yeah.
frick? Now
Oh,
y'all got,
yeah.
and this was just like a normal human being
Mhm.
driving a normal sedan. And so, now they got like just normal people delivering these stuff. And
So what a lot of people do not know
it's wild.
is, and what's crazy is I've ordered a couple stuff from Amazon in the past month, and so is Kara, because we both have Prime accounts. And what's nuts is a lot of people don't notice they utilize this company. I forget what the company's name is, but it's essentially Uber
For
for
delivery?
delivery.
Yeah.
And
Is it DoorDash?
no, DoorDash is the food.
Oh,
the
yeah,
food
that's the
one.
food one.
I'll have to look it up, but it's basically Uber for delivery, where it's not like a FedEx.
Yeah.
It's not like UPS. It's not like the USPS.
No.
It's literally somebody gets a little notification that says, "Look, you come pick this up and drop it off at this location," and they do it. Now, some of it's really convenient because they come straight to your place,
Yeah.
without doing a bunch of stops. Some of it's literally like people started putting cameras outside their houses because people wouldn't get out their cars. They would just throw the package from their car to the door. Like,
Yeah.
like quality control, isn't
Yeah.
that great?
Yeah,
but
no, I'd
it's
be
crazy, dude.
mad if someone did that.
Yeah,
Bro, let
Oh.
me catch you toss my package.
it's a
bro.
wrap.
It is
it's a
over.
wrap. But no, there's one in Durham.
It is over.
There's one in Durham,
Yeah.
and over by where my parents live. I'm going to pass it on the way over there tomorrow.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is they have the most unpredictable things in stock. Whereas, like, you think TVs would be in stock a ton, kitchen appliances would be in stock a ton.
Yeah.
I freaking ordered, this was early this year, I freaking ordered these mechanical pencils for work. Just two of them.
Yeah.
Just two of them. And, like, the label is all in, like, Korean. Like, these are pencils you can't even really buy in the United
straight
States.
overseas.
Dead serious. I clicked on add to cart and it said, what kind of shipping you want? And the one that was already pre-selected was same day. Will arrive by 8 p.m. today. I was like,
What?
you just got these lying around?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just got these.
Y'all
got these,
just-
like, lying around and stuff. Like,
And
that's crazy.
the crazy thing about Amazon. Because they got millions of stuff on there.
I know.
Yet you get it same day. I
know.
don't understand. That's
Doesn't-
scary.
Some of their product, and again, it was one of those where, again, I wasn't ordering a Vizio.
Yeah.
Right? I wasn't
Yeah.
getting I wasn't getting a
yeah,
TV.
that's like stuff you typically expect to have on hand or stuff like that.
Yeah, I
but
thought
like,
this was going to take, like, even
nah.
if I primed it, it was still going to take like 4 or 5 days. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That junk was there. I ordered it at 10 o'clock in the morning. Process. It was there at
Immediately
8.
got
It was
there.
there at like 10 to 8.
That's gross.
I was like, that's, and it wasn't any, like, it was UPS too.
Yeah.
I was like, that's wild.
Yeah, that's gross. But Thanksgiving, you want to talk about overrated Thanksgiving food, which I'm all here for.
Yeah. Oh,
we
yeah.
can get into it. So I'll let you go ahead and get it started.
Look, I'll start with the least offensive one. All right. Y'all got to stop gassing up pumpkin pie.
Thank God. That was on my list also.
Y'all got to
So
stop.
we can immediately
yeah,
start.
yeah. Let's
Pumpkin
get
pie
started.
is gross. Pumpkin pie is gross. It's not even, oh, it's good, it's decent. Pumpkin pie is gross. Like this whole pumpkin movement of pumpkin spice latte, pumpkin everything. Everyone, basic white girls acting October's the greatest because pumpkin. No. Pumpkin is so overrated. Just in general, pumpkin is overrated.
Listen, the best part about pumpkin pie is the crust.
The crust. And you don't
And
get
it's
enough
not-
of it.
Yeah, and it's not, and you don't get enough of it. You're getting pumpkin puree.
Yeah.
Puree. And then they let it cool so it gets hard. That's nasty.
It doesn't taste good
That's
at all.
that's
It does
nasty.
not taste good at all.
And even if, like, say you're the person out there, you're like, you know what, not me, because my mama makes the best pumpkin pie. I understand. Like, I get it. But pumpkin pie, the whole idea of it is gross, bro. So for me, overrated. And I've had above average pumpkin pie.
What's your 3 favorite pies?
Oh, apple. Apple's got to be
Number
up
1?
there. Yeah, Apple's got to be. I don't know if it's number 1, but it's the first thing that came to mind, so it might just be de facto number 1. So I'd probably say apple, cherry.
Ooh, I don't think I've had much cherry pies.
Yeah, you can mess it up because it's really, really, really sweet. Like it's just insane.
And I also feel the consistency of it can make it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If you don't like if you're Carrie Ray, if you don't like fruit, then cherry pie is off the list.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Besides those 2, I think those are the only 2 I really like.
All right. My number 1 is apple pie. Apple pie is undefeated.
Oh, blackberry pie is dope.
Blackberry?
Yes, that would be my 3rd one.
My 2nd is pecan pie.
Hey.
Pecan pie.
Yes. All underrated.
So underrated.
Very underrated.
So underrated. And then from there, dude, I don't think I've had that much pie.
Nah, outside the 3 that I mentioned, I don't think I've ever had.
Yeah, I don't really eat pie like that. Pie's
big.
not like on my. Ooh, I want a dessert pie.
Right. Yeah.
And it's also, I think, when they eat more seasonal and stuff like that, and you get those general top 3, 4.
Well, we had some friends bring an apple pie Monday night, and they brought vanilla ice cream with it.
Ooh, that's a wrap. Yeah, warm pie with cold ice cream.
Ooh,
oh
delicious.
My gosh. Yeah, that's right there.
So we're canning
pumpkin pie. For me personally, turkey's overrated. The meat is dry.
Turkey is overrated.
Don't tell me, you don't eat the right. Oh, the person that makes it doesn't make it right. Nah.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing.
Turkey's overrated.
Turkey is overrated, and it's the people's fault.
Yeah.
Because turkey's another thing that's very, very easy to not do well.
Yeah.
Drives me crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And my thing is, if you got to rely on gravy for your turkey to be good, and your turkey's not good.
Yeah, if you can't eat it standalone.
Yes.
That's why ham is so much better. You can give me 5 slabs of ham with a fork and a knife. I'm down it. Nothing else. You want me to pour? No.
We don't need
This is perfect.
But it's good with the cranberry sauce. I know it might be good with cranberry.
I know. Right. Only thing you could give me a roll. I'll take some rolls with that. That's about it. Get out of here with your dry turkey.
Right.
You got over here drown it in gravy.
Right. Now, as we speak, I will say this. As we speak, my grandfather has a turkey in the smoker, and it is a certified banger. Every single time. It's delicious. But
Have you ever had a deep fried turkey?
Yes.
Is that what he's making, or
no? This one's basically he just puts it in a smoker.
Gotcha.
Now the trick too is because you get that smoky flavor, but it's got to be tender.
Yeah,
or you know what I'm saying. It's juicy, it's good.
Yeah,
but when I say it's real easy to mess up a turkey, it really, really is. And more often than not, people feel like they got to rely on the seasoning to try to make it good, or the dressing, or the gravy. Don't be lazy.
You want to see some wild stuff? Just look up videos of people deep frying turkey on YouTube.
Or deep frying anything.
Lord. People dying out on the streets. Thanksgiving is a time where people just dying.
One of my favorite videos, one of my top 5 favorite videos, is the dude who's got the oil boiling in the pot, just the regular pot, and he's trying to put frozen fries.
Oh yeah. Where he sneak up, he toss it, and then that joint just escalate. That video is so hilarious.
The best. My favorite is
because
there's fire.
Yeah.
And then the first thing he does is grab the pot handle and shakes the pot a little bit, like mixing it up was gonna make it better.
Like he cooking up stir fry.
I know. Like, what are you doing, bro?
Bro, you are bugging.
Oh my gosh, one of the best. One of the best.
So funny.
So turkey.
So funny.
Turkey. In general, I would agree with you. Overrated because most people don't do it right. It's dry. Pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie is number 1.
Yeah, it's got to be. It's got to be.
Pumpkin pie is number 1. I
was proud. I will say this: we were at a Harris Teeter Sunday, and they actually made a station with all the ingredients to pecan pie on one spot. I was like, that's the first time I've ever even seen that, because all this other stuff like pumpkin pie, if you're trying to make a pumpkin pie,
they do that. Pie, they slap it
nobody
in your face
cares,
everywhere.
and nobody cares. They
everywhere.
Just, every year we walking into Harris Teeter, the food line, and there's a whole table in the front.
Yeah,
like, please take our extra pumpkin pie. We weren't able to sell it. Oh, I'm like, yes, that's because it's kind of gross. But I'll tell you what's not overrated though. Macaroni and cheese.
Nope, never underrated.
Never,
overrated.
Ever.
What else is overrated? Potato salad.
Facts.
That's so gross, bro. That's some white people stuff right there.
Well, that's the thing is that's the joke, right?
Yeah.
Is the unseasoned potato salad. But see, I've never been a potato salad fan in general.
Know what else is fruit salad?
Throw it all out.
That is gross also.
Because
it's like
whose primary
Miracle Whip, right?
Yes.
And like, it's so gross. Dude.
Yes.
It is. The idea of that's like the idea. It's one of those food items that, hey, we're going to disguise this. It started off as like, what's a healthy dish?
Nah. And we're going to disguise this dull fruit cup.
Yeah.
That we decided
Somebody got bored. It's like, nah, this is too healthy. Let's slap some mayo on it. Bruh.
Some whipped cream.
Yes. I eat mayo with sandwiches and stuff. That's appropriate. I don't want mayo with my dessert. That's so
first
gross.
time I ever had it, they did it with whipped cream, which again, it was literally the ingredients of a dull fruit cup. The pineapple and the grapes or whatever, and it was literally just that and whipped cream. And I was like, what is this? Like, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
My family don't dare bring that to the table.
Nah,
oh, my goodness. It's been a while. It has been a while. But potato salad, never really been a fan of that, whether it be seasoned or not. Like, I've never really been a fan of that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And then another one I
really
don't like, but some people have, is creamed corn.
Yeah.
Like, I like corn
right
in its normal form. So when you try to like cream it up and add all this other stuff, make it like a porridge and all that, it's I need the same consistency, and that's the problem, because they'll make it like a porridge, but you'll still have like pieces of corn in it, and it's just it's a weird consistency. I don't like that. I don't like that.
There's literally 1,000 different ways we can do corn. Right? We can steam it, we can smoke it, we can grill it, we can have it on the cob. We can have it off the cob.
Don't
cream
mash
corn?
It up. Yeah. No.
Why?
Hard pass.
We mash potatoes out here. Now that is one food that is rated extremely high and is exactly where it should be. For me, is mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
Boy. Yes, sir.
For the longest time, I used to not like mashed potatoes, but then it's grown on me a lot.
Mac and cheese and mashed potatoes, boy. Oh. Ooh.
For me, I feel like stuffings are a little overrated because that's the last thing I always add up to my plate or something. It's like you're obligated to, just because it's almost there, and people always make a ton of it, but it's like, that's the one you're getting the least of. Here's what I've noticed. I got 3 slices of ham. I got 2 loads of mac and cheese. I got the mashed potatoes. Got the cranberry sauce there.
You got that little opening on your plate?
Yeah, it's like, all right.
That 1 tablespoon of... Well, I've noticed this. Everybody uses the same recipe.
Yeah.
It's basically the same everywhere. Now, what my mom has started doing is she started basically turning it into like a meatloaf.
Ooh.
So she uses a little bit of ground turkey, ground beef, depending on what she wants to use it in the stuffing. That was clutch, because again, that was another Thanksgiving thing where I was like, that's not going on my plate.
That ain't for me.
People would get offended.
Yeah.
I'm like,
it ain't for me. It ain't for me.
Right.
Yeah. No, and that's the same. Like, I've had some really good stuffings, but it's like, they broke away from the traditional recipe and they like switched it up. So, yeah, stuffing's definitely there. And then another thing where you don't see it often, but I've definitely had it before, or I've seen it, like roasted carrots or like cooked carrot. It's just like, carrot is good when it's in its raw form.
I've never liked cooked carrot.
I've never liked cooked carrot. And even like I love fried rice and stuff like that, and you get little bits of pieces of it in there. And even sometimes I'm just like, I am not a fan.
No. And yeah, I've always preferred the raw carrot. Like I eat those for days.
Yeah,
for days.
Yeah, that with some ranch.
Oh yeah, all day.
Dip it and gone.
It's good. It's gone. Now I was thinking about this. Dishes you wish were more traditional Thanksgiving dishes. Like if you could add a dish to the Thanksgiving spread.
Yeah.
What would that be?
Ribs.
Yeah, bro. So that's
Ribs.
funny that you say that. It's funny that you say that because my first thing was wings.
Yeah.
Just look, could you imagine just like a vat of them?
I love ribs, but I think I eat them once every 5 years.
Yeah,
Dog,
that
I
food
don't
is
eat
so
ribs
good. At
all. I don't know why.
No,
That's the other thing where it's just like it's one of those like I just forget, and then you'll see it. Oh, maybe I'll have it. And I think the other problem is because like a 12 rack of ribs is like $30.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Is if you go somewhere, you're going to spend at minimum $20.
Yeah.
Like
you're gonna
for a rack of
and
ribs.
you need to get a full rack to like get satisfied,
right? Or else you gonna end up with like 5 or 6.
Yeah, because it's
like,
mostly bones,
right.
and so you gotta get your money's worth by paying a lot.
Nah,
more.
rib meat is good, but yeah, I'm right there. Once a year, once every couple of years, maybe.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, I'd have some wings. Thanksgiving table, bro.
Dessert wise, boy, let's see. Because I love all sorts of desserts, and so I think desserts aren't as hard because, like, you always have your traditional pie, but I feel like people also break off into other desserts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You get a variety of it, so where it's dessert is pretty flexible. Like you could have cake or cupcakes or different stuff like that. But ribs definitely.
Yeah, like my family, I've seen people do this before where they'll just have like a dessert table, and people will just
bring what you got,
right?
Toss it on there. Yeah, that's a good call.
Yeah, it's cracking me up. I was looking at the nation's most searched recipes by state, and I'm not gonna read all 50 of them, but it cracked me up to see. Based on region where they are, what some of those favorite dishes were.
Yeah,
and you see the turkey, you see the roasted turkey, you see the cream corn, like cornbread,
the typical ones.
Yeah. Green bean casserole, and like all the mac and cheese, all these different things. And I think it was Maine. I'm gonna have to look it up. And then out of nowhere, Maine's most searched recipe was just cookies. And it cracked me up because everything was regular food. And then it was just cookies. I was like cookies, and it makes me laugh about that too, is because it was probably all kinds of different recipes for cookies, but they couldn't pick out, which one that was the most searched. So they just put cookies on it. But nah, man, Thanksgiving, I've been fasting low key. I've been eating like bread and water for the past 2-3 days because we have lunch in Durham.
Yeah,
tomorrow. No. We have lunch in Raleigh, and then we have dinner in Durham.
Oof.
With Kara's side first in the middle of the day, and then my side of the family.
Yeah.
And for dinner, I'm finna die.
Yeah. No, I know. That's how it typically is. Because, in the past, I've usually gone to like 2-3 different people's houses.
Yeah.
With like doing Hamilton tomorrow and just my schedule. I'll probably only
When's that show?
Huh?
What time's that show?
It's at 7:30 and it's in Deepak, Durham. So just trying to get there early because don't know what traffic will look like and everything. But so I'll probably only end up eating at one place. But still, it's one of those you eat at one place, but like you get the first plate, you sit down, give it 30 minutes or whatever, get the second plate.
Right, yes, sir.
Give it some time, third plate. And so, like,
you better take like a 5-hour energy with you or something, because your boy gonna be.
Yeah, no. So I'm like. God. Wherever I end up, I'm gonna like eat, and then I'm gonna give myself like an hour or so before I even go make the drive to Hamilton. But I definitely might just grab an energy drink just to be sure, just to
So, yeah, to keep yourself alive. So, speaking of shows, and this is another thing that I love about Thanksgiving, I feel like we get a good movie every other year for Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah,
So it feels like we get a really good movie. And
this year's movie,
bro, I'm telling you. First, when we're gonna get into it too. We're gonna get into movies. We're gonna get to some actors and actresses. But my parents did not know that Creed 2 was coming out on Thanksgiving Day. They were wanting to go see something else.
Yeah.
My mom calls me because we go see a movie every year.
Yeah.
She calls me and goes, "Hey, we're thinking about seeing." This is how hard we sidestep the movie. Is she called me to ask about a movie, and I don't even remember what she called to ask me about. And I just offhand was like, "Well, Creed 2 comes out Thanksgiving," and she was like, "Does it really?"
Like Creed 2?
Yes. And all of us, literally all the plans were like, that's the movie we're about to go see.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing that movie. I heard it's solid. That's going to be us. Not tomorrow, but we're going to go see it Friday.
Yeah, so I watched it.
Friday.
I watched it Monday. It was the day before, I think. I got an email for a free screening of it.
Oh, shoot. I was about to ask. I was like, wait a minute.
Point. Yeah. So I got an email of it and like screening at South Point.
That's what's up.
Like I signed up at first without even knowing if I could see it. And then I was able to make my schedule work and I went to go see it. And so it was great because it's South Point, Durham. So the theater was packed with mainly black folks. And it was great. Like to my right, I had this black lady that was sitting next to me, and then on my left, it was this white couple. And it's not like one of those like racial tension type of movies or stuff like that.
Yeah,
like stuff like, and like I don't want to spoil it too much because you haven't seen it or anything like that. But like, it's a boxing movie, and with a movie like that, it can easily be a black and white because boxing tends to like thrive off of race tensions.
Yes.
Because like that's how
who
Floyd
roots for who.
That's how Floyd Mayweather made most of his money throughout the career, just like fighting Hispanic fighters or other different country fighters and always pulling at the. I mean, that's what Conor McGregor does now. Recently with the dude he fought, and so like the fighting in general just thrives on that, and so that's always an interesting dynamic because that's where you see it's like, oh yeah, no, some of y'all still really racist out here in these streets.
Right.
Yeah, but no, the movie, like, going into it because it's always hard to follow, and the first movie was really good, so it's always hard to follow a movie like that is good, and just with like the Rocky franchise and all, it's had a bunch of good movies, but man, I loved it. It was so good. It was so good. And I loved it because my biggest thing it was with boxing movies, like there's been so many boxing movies, so you've seen all the different kind of like scenarios or like you know how to expect how most stuff to turn out or you can kind of sense the plot and stuff like that. And so even with this movie, you could kind of sense that, but they still managed to throw in there some surprises and some things that shock you. And like most of the movie, everyone in the theater was just intense, and it was just one of those like when there's fighting scenes and stuff like that, like they're just cheering at every punches and stuff like that, and it was like you're watching an actual live boxing match, which was pretty cool.
They've done a really good job of that over time with Rocky movies because I think Rocky Balboa was one of them where that started.
Feels like it's an actual like you're at a actual.
They got
boxing
the sports news anchors and like the whole nine. The
Max
HBO
Kellerman
production
is in this one again, and like he's in it a lot, and it was legit. Like his coverage of it is like it's a legit boxing event, and so they do it so well, and like I really enjoyed it, and to me, I really liked it more. And I think I might have been a prisoner of the moment, but it was also like I like this second one because I think making a second one is always harder than the first, but I think they got the story really well in this second one, and they made it in a way where it still kept you intrigued, and they kind of switched it up a little, and they still had some surprises in there. And yeah, the story was just really compelling.
Yeah.
And Michael B. Jordan, I mean, he's phenomenal. He was great in it. Tessa Thompson, who plays his wife, or girlfriend, she was phenomenal in it. And Sylvester Stallone's still really good in it. And so it was just everyone in that was casted in it was phenomenal. Really great, really entertaining, and you're hooked the whole time. And I don't know, man. Boxing movies, like I tweeted a couple days, they're undefeated, dude. Yeah. You can give me a boxing movie.
I'm not sure there's a bad Cinderella. There's not a bad one.
There's not a bad one.
The Jake Gyllenhaal one. Jake Gyllenhaal,
Southpaw, $1 Million Baby, which is my favorite boxing movie of all time. It's just boxing movies are so
even the MMA one. You ever seen Warrior with Tom Hardy?
No, that's been one on my list.
That one, because that one didn't get talked about at all. You watch that,
that's a really good one,
and you go, "How is this movie not talked about?"
Yeah,
no, I'm with you. They are
they are so undefeated, dude. And it's just, and it's crazy because America's not really into that boxing because. When you rank all the top sports, that's on the lower of the totem pole. And so, but every year when there's a boxing movie, it draws people in. We're saying Southpaw a couple years ago.
All of them are good.
Creed came out. $1 Million Baby, when it came out, it won a bunch of Academy Awards and stuff like that.
They killed
that one. Clint Eastwood loved that movie, and so it's really good. And I love this one. Creed 2, everyone should check it out. It is great. Really entertaining.
Yeah, I'm ready for it. We're gonna go see it Friday. Tickets have already been bought. It feels like every other Thanksgiving, we're getting a good movie. But man, and people were talking about him before Black Panther. I think I wasn't sure. Because he was already one of my favorites. And we're talking about Michael B. Jordan. He was already one of my favorites prior to Eric Killmonger.
Yeah.
And I think that movie as a whole did a lot for the actors and actresses in the sense that Black Panther it was record-breaking as far as money. It got more exposure and theater longevity than I'd seen in a movie in a long
it was in the theater
time.
For a minute.
A long time. And it was cool to see somebody who was already established, almost from a movie, just launch into this crazy place, because he was already working on this at the time that Black Panther was rapping. So it's kind of crazy to see Michael B. enter the scene until you talk about a sequel. Sequels, two is hard to do, and not only is 2 hard to do, but this movie is based on the ramifications of a 4th movie, which you talk about a hard movie to make good, a 4th movie. But when you ask people what's your favorite Rocky movie, they go it's either 2 or 4.
Yeah.
So it's nuts that they've
trying to bull to that. It's crazy, dude.
It's
it is
cool,
crazy.
Man. I remember seeing a trailer earlier this year, and I looked at Karen and I go, "Is there any way this movie's bad? There's no way. There's no way this movie is bad."
And that's because Ryan Coogler didn't direct the second one, but he still produced it. And he still had his hand in it. And I think he didn't end up doing the second one just because he's probably tied up with Marvel stuff and Black Panther. And
is he official for this? He's official for the second one, isn't he?
I
want to say he is. Yeah, I want to say he is.
So.
I don't think they're gonna let anybody else touch that. I don't see.
I don't think they'd let anyone else touch it, and he'd be an idiot not to take it.
It was probably hard for him to say no to the second
Creed. Yeah. And I think the only reason he said no was just busy with other stuff.
Right.
And that's one of those if you can't put your floor. But him still producing it shows that he still want to be a part of it. But it's it's just so well done overall. And man, nothing gets you more hyped than the training segments. Those just every boxing movie's coming. What's it called? What's the official? It's not true. It's the montage, the training montage.
Yeah.
Dude, just so hype. You're just sitting there. I'm just in the seat all right. Yo, why? What time y'all close? Hit him go out. I'm about to come in
Yo, well,
here.
that's the thing about Michael B. for these movies, and obviously, you know,
Bro,
for
look,
Black
man.
Panther 2.
Dog, I'm confident in my sexuality.
Yeah,
but good Lord.
I'm thankful that you went there because I was about to.
That man, it is.
That was
He
like,
living life right now.
That was like, remember
He living life right now.
Remember when Superman came out?
Yeah.
And Henry Cavill came out for the first time?
And so
everybody in the theater was like, look.
yeah. Oh, I remember in Superman. In Superman, I was like, because the theater was quiet, and I was like, oh damn, and everyone just.
I'm pretty sure we were in the theater.
Yeah, yeah.
That joke was
it caught
wild,
me
bro.
off guard. I was like, okay then. Good for you, dog.
I was waiting for somebody. I'm waiting for some dude in the theater to go, hey, man, I like girls, but.
That's a good looking man. Hey,
right,
man.
right.
And the other interesting part about this, because a lot of people got to know who Michael B. Jordan was after the Black Panther. And that's when, like, everyone fell in love with him and stuff. And so, all these new fans you got now that go to see Creed 2, oh, good Lord. These women ain't going to make it out the theater.
Bring a towel.
Yeah.
Bring some napkins.
Just don't go with your husband. Don't go with your husband or boyfriend or relationship you like.
Right.
If it's a healthy relationship, don't.
Yeah.
Don't.
Yeah, man. Go feel a little insecure about myself.
Yeah.
But no, and even in the trailer, I was like, hey, bro.
Yeah, dog.
Hey,
It's ridiculous.
Come on, bro. What they have you doing? That's crazy. What are you eating? But no, it is crazy because he prepared, and probably after the movie, because this happens every time, right? Movie comes out, somebody transforms their body, and it's like, hey, get so-and-so's Creed 2 workout from, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
But
and
no,
I'll
every
watch.
time.
Yeah, the workouts are ridiculous, and also like how much food they have to eat. Like I
Yes.
like food, but also like the stuff they have to eat. It's not like
Well, you
the
got to take
greatest.
in.
Yeah, like you gotta eat chowder, just like.
You got to take
Down.
in calories to burn it. You know
Yup.
what I'm saying? Yeah, that's
Yup.
how it is every time.
Yeah, I gotta eat 10,000 calories. What?
What do you mean?
What,
Remember, like, 'cause
sir?
remember when they released Michael Phelps joint?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
And you're like, I couldn't do that if I wanted to.
Nah,
I
like,
couldn't do it.
Yeah,
Because he eats
you forced me to do it, and I'm
all
like, nah.
day. He eats all day long and works all day long. So
Yeah.
this is crazy.
It's wild. And the other movie I saw last Friday was Widows.
Bro, that's next. I literally might go see that the next day.
Dude, it is so good. It is so entertaining.
Oh,
and
I can't wait. There's so many good actors.
Daniel Kaluuya, man.
Yes, bro.
And that's the thing with it. There's so many good actors in it, and there's like some I've like never heard of. I'm seeing them for the first time. It's just so good, but it like such a star-studded cast, and it's an entertaining heist movie, and it's also a heist movie, just like heist movies. We've seen a lot of heist movies, and so those are another movies where it's hard to surprise people, or
Right.
if you want to surprise people, like the surprise most people are able to like put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah.
But like this movie also packs some surprises where you're like, oh.
Wait.
Oh.
Yeah, right.
Oh, they're like we're like I want to see it South Point also, and yeah, there was just parts where everybody was reacting like, oh no, and it's great, especially seeing it in the theater where it's mainly black people because you get the reactions, like the people talking back
People
to the
don't
TV.
care. Yeah.
Oh hell
right,
no!
Right. People don't care.
Oh, it's so
or in
funny.
the like, I love in the in like suspenseful movies or like thrillers.
Yeah.
We give you that are either the oh hell no people.
Don't go in there.
Yeah, those are my favorite. Don't do it.
Nuh-uh.
Don't.
I
Don't.
told you.
See?
And after they do,
See?
I told you. Yep. See, told you.
Those
Shouldn't
are
have
my
done it.
favorite people.
Shouldn't have done it.
I see.
Yeah. There
But,
was
yeah.
a couple. They're not a couple, but there was these 2 ladies in front of us. They were older, and they were talking. They were talking the whole time, and they were doing some of that. They were just had commentating for everything. But one of the funniest parts, and it was in Creed. It's a minor part, so it won't really ruin anything. But it was hilarious, and you could tell it was a mainly black theater because
Right.
Michael B. Jordan is like sitting in his car and he's talking to his trainer, and his trainer is trying to like talk him into coming out and like training, and Michael B. Jordan is finally like, all right, cool, doc. Just give me a second. I'm gonna grab my stuff and I'm come back. I'll meet you in there. And everybody was just like, okay. And that's like we've all used that. Yeah, no, just give me a second. And like, yeah, no, I'll be there in a second. And so the dude's like, all right, cool. Dude goes back inside, and they just show from the window his car pull off, and like he leaves, and everyone lost it because it's like, yep,
that's exactly,
yep, yeah. And so like moments like that where it was just like, as soon as he said that, everybody was like, yeah,
yeah, okay,
sure, dog, yeah, okay. But
it's like I'm on my way.
yeah, exactly.
I just started putting clothes on.
Yeah, yep. Just waking up. Yeah, no, I'll be there in a second.
I'm around the corner.
Yeah, no, I'll be there in 5. Add a 0 at the end.
Yeah,
50.
Right.
Yeah. So, but no, talking about widows.
Yeah.
Man, Daniel Kaluuya.
That's all I heard about.
Dog.
Well, him and obviously, remind me of her name.
Viola Davis. Phenomenal.
You remember Fences?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. Dude.
Oh yeah. Fences.
Oh my god.
Was just so beautiful.
I remember we walked out of the theater after that movie, and I'm not sure we said anything till we got to the cars. But Viola Davis, so good.
Yeah.
Kaluuya, so good. And obviously, when you talk, and he was doing stuff before, but you talk about the proverbial map.
Yeah.
Obviously Get Out was that movie, and then he was
Get Out as everyone got introduced to him, and I guess
in Black Panther.
I don't know if he was. I don't know if his episode of Black Mirror had come out.
I still haven't seen his episode of Black Mirror.
Oh, it's phenomenal. His episode of Black Mirror is phenomenal. I don't know if his episode had come out prior to Get Out, but Get Out was definitely where I first heard of him. And then I saw him in Black Mirror. After that, it was Black Panther.
Right.
And he was in something else apparently earlier this year that I missed, but I heard he was really good in. But in this movie, dude, he's such a phenomenal actor, and he's the next guy. Michael B. Jordan, like, they're gonna be running this acting game for they're the next Denzel.
Like, bro. Yes,
type.
That's what it feels like.
And it's just so cool to see, especially with him, like such early success from like those very few projects, at least that most of us have heard of, and so somewhat like just highlighting some of those black actors that are kind of like the future wave of like right now when we think of iconic black actors, Denzel, Will Smith. On the female side, we have I can't think.
I feel like what's funny is they were both.
Viola Davis, obviously.
Angela Bassett.
She's
kind of in that generation.
Yes.
She's in like that Denzel generation. Because even the generation before that, the first thing that came to mind was Sidney Poitier.
Yeah.
But yeah, Morgan Freeman.
Yeah.
Icon.
Jennifer Lewis.
Yep.
Yeah. So many, but like the next, some of the not even upcoming, but just kind of running it right now, like Tessa Thompson.
I was hoping we were gonna go there.
Phenomenal,
She's
dude.
killing it, man.
She's so good.
She's killing it.
She was in Thor Ragnarok, which she was great.
Killed
in.
that. Yeah.
And when I first saw her, it was in Dear White People a couple years ago. She was great in that. And she's had some other projects. There's a couple projects on Netflix I've seen her on, but she's just so good. And she just has that like fierce intensity, but at the same time, I don't know. She's a great actress.
Oh yeah. It's been fun to kind of watch, especially as she's become pursued. Like she's been like pursued as far as roles and stuff. It's been cool to kind of watch her fill into with that same confidence. When you look at those early projects with that same confidence that she had there, bringing her personality. I like her personality, her kind of like fire in the first Creed.
Yeah,
where it's a common thread in almost all of her movies, where she seems mostly unimpressed with the man. Like that word, especially with like in the first Creed. That's what.
Yeah.
And again, you look at her character in Ragnarok, where it's like I'm mostly unimpressed by I'm not going to be the one that's like impressed by your awesomeness or whatever.
Yeah.
But she also just as much has especially those two movies, Creed and Thor Ragnarok, very much has the support or has the back of whoever the protagonist is.
Yeah, she's
pretty
good.
cool.
Yeah. And then freaking Brian Tyree, he's the off Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, he's so good. I love him. Especially in Atlanta as Paperboy. He's just so funny because his acting style is more of just like the casual, like his character is just this casual dude and stuff like that. Not a guy of many words or like not many emotions, but he's just so funny and he's a great actor. And in this movie, he's great. He doesn't have as much parts as Daniel Kaluuya, but he's still really good in this. And he's in those waves of dudes that's gonna be like in this game for a while. And so, those are just some to highlight. Got a few minutes here before I gotta head out. I'm going to the Canes game tonight.
All right. Who do they play tonight?
They play Toronto.
Actually, oh God. Okay.
Maple Leafs.
Hey, prayers going up, Val.
It's gonna, bruh. I've seen them at home. I've seen them play this season twice so far, and they've lost both times. And both times, like the last time, had me hella mad because. They were down 1-0. They went up 3-1 in the second, and then third period they decided not to play hockey. So whoever they were playing, I forgot. I think it might have been Detroit. Yeah, they scored 2 quick ones, tie it, goes to overtime. Overtime, they don't try at all. Like at one point they win a penalty in overtime, and so they got 4-on-3, and there's 30 seconds to 30 seconds left in the game. Or not even, 30 seconds to a minute left, and the whole time they just hold the puck, passing around, not taking a single shot. Boy, I've never wanted to run on the ice before and just beat somebody. And I'm one of those fans that I'm a very irrational fan and stuff like that. But it was just one of those, it's like, take a friggin' shot. And so I don't know why I keep going back to these games.
Bro, I yell at cats. I'm being dead serious. Sharks were here.
I am.
Sharks were here in early October. I was yelling at because that was the game that went to the shootout.
Oh yeah,
I was at that game and I yell at cats, dude.
Yeah,
and what's worse is because I'm a Sharks fan. I know the Sharks team, but I've been in enough Canes games where I know the Canes team too.
Oh no, the Canes are the worst.
I was yelling at everybody.
Dude, I don't know if you've seen this photo of LA traffic.
The holiday leaving.
Good Lord,
it's the night one, right, where you just see the lights. Yes,
dude.
No,
it is absurd. This photo, look it up if you haven't seen it. It's just you just see a strip of red, and it looks like it's an edited photo.
I saw somebody tweet yesterday that if you leave later than 4 a.m., if you left later than 4 a.m. today, you're too late.
Yeah,
I was like, oh,
it is.
Now I understand. Because we lived in the Bay Area, and it's not nearly as bad as LA.
Yeah.
Or leaving LA County like you.
No, LA is the worst.
But now I understand as a kid when we would leave why we left so early in the morning.
Yeah.
And I didn't get it really. I didn't think about it
until
yesterday when I saw that picture and I was like, that's why my parents left so early in the morning every year. Yeah. Every year we left so early. It made no sense. And because again, as a kid, you don't know. I saw that picture and I was like,
yeah,
that's why crazy, everybody leaving the Bay to go up north or to go south.
Yeah.
To get into the city.
My long-term goal, I love to move back to LA or just Southern California, that area in general. But that's the one thing. That plus everything's expensive, but also it's just bro, that traffic. And because I visited a couple years ago.
Get yourself a hang glider.
And it doesn't matter if you 1 a.m., 5 a.m., 10 p.m.
It's weird,
10 a.m.
Bro.
Dude, there is traffic all the time. And with them having the Olympics coming there in a few years, they're gonna have to figure that out quick because
I forgot God.
That place is gonna shut down.
Oh no.
It's gonna be crazy. So
are they
LA,
going back to the old stadium, the Inglewood, the one in Inglewood? Are they gonna use it?
I don't know. Because
that's the one the Rams are using right now.
Yeah. So I think because they're gonna be in LA, and then also the World Cup is gonna be in like 2024.
Oh my God, it's gonna be worse.
LA's like a major city, so that's definitely gonna be where the areas they play in. So they have a bunch of world competitions coming. Like you got to figure that out quick. Elon Musk, where are your tunnels at, bro?
No, we need to dig some tunnels,
bro. Come on, modern day Tony Stark, get it together, bro. Fix it up.
But you get to go watch the Canes tonight, which is pretty dope. Toronto, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, just put a quick prayer up.
They got a buddy, right? What's his name? Austin, is it?
Matthews. So Matthews is not playing. That's what's crazy. Austin Matthews is hurt. I saw them last year pre-Tavares, John Tavares.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on John Tavares, Mitch Marner. And their goalie is nasty. Toronto was ill. So if y'all can get a point against Toronto, y'all in good shape because Toronto is
if we
filthy.
don't go down 4-0, I'll be happy. I will be
Literally,
happy.
Their team is dirty.
But these tickets are free, so I guess I can't complain.
Yeah.
But either way, at least make it a good game. So, Culture Discourse Podcast, I got to head out. Thanks for listening.
We signing off.
Yeah.
Hope you will or have eaten very well.
Yeah, and also tweet us some of your favorite Thanksgiving food and food you think is overrated.
Yes.
And if you disagree with us, let us know. We might not care about your opinion, but still, let us know. Sure.
We want to see it.
Sure.
That doesn't mean we don't.
Yeah, we will highly disagree with you, but
there's a possibility.
Share your opinions. Culture Discourse Podcast. It's your boy, Ben.
And this is Lindell.
Follow us on the Culture Discourse Podcast Twitter at the letter C Discourse Pod. That's all.
Yeah, that's it.
Head it out. Catch y'all next week.